Can you make money from an online course or information product, even if you're not an expert at anything, even if you're a total beginner, even if, according to you, you know nothing? You absolutely can, and that's what I'm going to show you in today's video. By the way, don't forget to subscribe because I release new videos like this each and every week. Hey everybody, Dan Henry here, and I am the author of Digital Millionaire Secrets, the Wall Street Journal best-selling book on how to turn your knowledge, your advice, into a profitable business. Now, one thing that I hear all the time is, Dan, I'm not an expert in anything. I don't really know anything. I don't have any knowledge to sell. So how can I make money off of an information product, off of an online course or digital product? Well, here's the thing. Yes, I work with a ton of people who do know things, who are experts in things, who, are a particular leader in their industry. But at the same time, I also work with people who are normal, everyday people who might work at a 9-to-5 and simply want to start a business so they can quit their 9-to-5, and they're not necessarily an expert in anything. Well, how does that person profit from digital products? How does that person profit from selling information? Well, that's what I'm going to cover in this video. So let me give you a quick example. Last night, I was going through project management software reviews, and I was learning all about project management software because I wanted to upgrade and to enhance the project management at my company. I wanted things to be more organized, and I wanted people to get things done faster and be able to keep track of things. So I went through all this, YouTube videos and everything, and I found that a lot of people were recommending Trello. And that's one of the things they were recommending, and that it had so many features that were great for project management and this and that. So I went to Trello's website and their YouTube channel, and I started watching their videos. And the videos went something like this. So the videos were like, all right, so what we're going to do here is here at Trello, the company that made this software, we're gonna use agile project management, and we're gonna build out our cards, and we want to scrum. And when we scrum, what we want to do is we want to build a agile workflow that allows us to automate the scrum. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what? And there's just all this complicated stuff, and there's just stuff going everywhere, and they're using all this crazy language. And the thing is, this is the company that built this software, Trello. And I'm like, I was just like, I can't do this. Like, this is blowing my mind. So I went and I said, well, this is too complicated. I don't want to do this. I don't want to buy this. And so a friend of mine recommended to me that I watch another person's videos who doesn't work for Trello, just has a YouTube channel. So I watched that YouTube channel. I don't even remember who it was, but so we're going to put normal guy here, right? Normal guy. And the normal guy said, okay, guys, so this is how I use Trello. Let's say you want to do a to-do list. You just create to-do. So, so to-do. And then doing, right? And then done. And you put a card here, okay? And then you put the to-do here. And here's how you make a checklist, and your employees can simply check it off as they go. And when they begin working on it, they move it to to-do, or they move it from to-do to doing. And then when they're working on it, you can look in here, and they can tag you, and you can do all this stuff. And then when it's done, it goes to done. Done. And when I watched this video, I was like, I can't wait. And so I stayed up all night learning all the different things about Trello. I bought a course on how to use Trello, not from Trello, because, sorry, they don't know how to explain it. And that's the ticket. This guy right here, and he should be selling a course because I had to end up buying it from somebody else because he didn't sell one, but this guy right here simply explained this better. He was a normal guy. He wasn't a project manager. He wasn't a professional COO, project management consultant. He was just some guy that knew how to use Trello, that explained it way simpler and way better than all this craziness over here at Trello. And as a result, I went from, I'll never use this is nuts, to this is amazing, I can't wait to use it. And so much so that I ended up going out and buying a course on how to use Trello for project management. And somebody got my money. It should have been this guy, because if he would have made an offer, I would have bought it. But he didn't make an offer. So think about this. You can take almost any subject, and I'm not saying you have to charge $5,000 or $10,000 for your course and make it a bazillion-dollar company, but to get started, to make some money in a world where people are hungry not just for information, but for good information that is explained better than what's normally out there, that is worth something. I buy things all the time. I'll give you another example, and you know what's funny is it had to do with Trello. This second example also had to do with Trello. My good friend Josh, he builds out systems in Trello for podcast launches. And when I did my podcast launch for the Dan Henry Show, I sat there and I purchased a consultation with him to learn how to do this. And he's like teaching me stuff, and I'm like, this is really cool, but can I just buy this Trello sort of template from you, because it's all so eloquently mapped out and it's really great? And he goes, yeah, sure. And I said, I'll give you $2,000 for it. And he's like, okay. So I gave him $2,000, and he gave me this completely just done for you Trello process. And again, I at that time, I still didn't know how powerful Trello was, because I just bought the template and then I handed it to my team, and my team did everything, and all I had to do was record the lessons, and then the whole podcast got launched. But look what I did there. I paid for the template, not because it's the template, because it was going to allow me to launch my podcast without me having to actually do anything. My team could do it, and they were all organized. And so think about this, guys. You don't have to sell something that's going to make somebody lose 100 pounds or make them become a millionaire. You can sell them simply a little course that explains something better than how it's normally explained out in the market. Or you could figure out how to make something into a template that does something for somebody that they don't have to do. Like, I easily was okay with paying $2,000 to not have to spend hours upon hours building out that podcast launch process in Trello. It was already done, and time is money. So again, it could be explaining something better. It could be creating a template for somebody that allows them to get a major thing done and they just don't want to do the work themselves. There's so many ways to make money selling information, even if you're not an expert. I wouldn't say Josh I'd probably say Josh is a project management expert, but this guy wasn't. This guy just knew how to use Trello, okay? And I easily, if this guy right here would have said, buy my $97 course or even $497 course on how to use Trello for project management, I'll give you some templates, blah, 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 I would have bought it. But instead, somebody recommended me a program with templates and stuff for Trello on a Facebook comment. I clicked it, I was like, that's what I want, and I bought it. And it was because this guy explained it better than Trello, the company. This guy should have got my money. Guys, you have content. You can create content. You can go right now. You can know nothing. You can go right now. You can learn how to use the software, and then you can figure out a better way to explain it than the software owner, and you could charge for that information, or you could charge for that template. Don't sit there and think that you are paralyzed by the fact that you're not a major expert in anything. You don't have to be. You know, I know a guy that made $1 million selling how to use Microsoft Excel. All right? So listen, if you want to get started selling digital products, you want to learn more, don't forget to grab a copy of my book, Digital Millionaire Secrets. I'm going to pay for the book. I'm going to give you this book for free. You just pay for shipping, and I'll leave a link in the description. You click that link, tell me where to send it, pay the postman, and I'll send it to you. And if you've already read this book and you want help from my team to work with you on building your digital product business, whether you're an expert or whether you're somebody that resonated with this video and you just want to start a side hustle, then go ahead and book a call with my team and we'll see if we can help you. And I'll leave a link for that below. But at the end of the day, there is one thing I need you to do before you leave this video, and that's subscribe, because I release new videos each and every week. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Talk soon.